Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Cassie if this is your first time here, and in today's video I'm going to show you guys my foundation routine. I'm going to be showing you guys the products that I'm using and also some techniques that I found really work for me when it comes to covering my hyperpigmentation and my dark circles and all other imperfections that I have on my face. So if you're somebody who struggles with finding a good foundation routine and you want to see what I do and what works for me, then just keep watching. So some of the products that I have in this video and that I use on an everyday basis are a little bit more pricey, so I am going to be showing you guys some affordable options. So to start off my routine, I always of course prime my face, and I'm going to be using the Cover FX Blurring Primer. I like this primer because I feel like it does a really good job at blurring all of the little lines in your face and really filling in your pores. It's also super lightweight, so it doesn't feel like it's like sitting on top of your skin, which is something that I really don't like. Another primer option is the Milani Prime Shield Primer. I talked about that in my Milani stick foundation review video, which I will have linked for you guys. That primer is amazing. It's another like silicone based primer which does a really good job at blurring your skin. After I've primed my face, I like to go in with a concealer that is close to my skin tone. I find that this really helps in covering my hyperpigmentation, and it just gives my skin another like blanket. I don't know how to describe it, but it really helps in covering all of my little imperfections. I like to use the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn. It's really inexpensive. I think it's like $3, and they actually sell it at my CVS locally, which is awesome. And now I'm going to take my BH Cosmetics 128 brush and I'm going to blend that out. Okay, so I went ahead and blended out the concealer, and as you can tell, my skin looks a lot better. I feel like my tone is a lot more even than it was to begin with. My hyperpigmentation is a little less noticeable, which is amazing. Okay, so now that I blended out the concealer, I'm ready to apply my foundation, and the foundation that I'm going to be using is my Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and I'm in the shade Butter Pecan. And lately, I've been loving applying my foundation with a brush, so I'm going to take this Luxie 532 brush, and I'm just going to put 2 pumps of the foundation onto the brush and then start applying it to my face. I like to start a little bit down here towards the perimeter of my face. Also, since we're going to be applying another concealer to our under eye, it helps to start at the bottom of your face and build up because you don't want your under eyes to look cakey. So I have another option for foundation if that one is just a little bit too expensive. I did splurge and buy that one for myself because I just really wanted to try it out. But I do also love the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation, and I'm in the shade Mahogany. So now that my foundation is blended, I'm going to highlight my face using my Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Sculpting Concealer, and I'm in the shade Warm Sand. So like I said before, we don't want to build too much product underneath our under eye because we can start to look a little cakey. I just want to highlight right under my eyes to look a little bit more awake. And now taking my same BH Cosmetics brush, I'm going to go ahead and blend this concealer out. So now taking the same brush that I used to apply my foundation, I'm just going to kind of go over my face to make sure that the concealer is really blended into the foundation and you can't see any like harsh lines like I have right up here in my forehead. I'm just going to kind of go around the perimeter and blend it out. So I've really been enjoying the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I think the coverage is beautiful. It's a nice natural matte, which I love. I'm not really into looking completely matte like I used to. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and apply my loose powder. I have the Too Faced Ethereal Powder, and I'm going to go ahead and set my under eye and set everywhere that we applied concealer. I like to put a little bit in the cap, and then take your foundation brush or a sponge if you apply your foundation with a sponge, and just kind of like go back over where you applied your concealer and make sure that there's no creases before you set your under eye. So then I take my brush, tap off some powder, and then I just press it into my skin. After I press, I like to do like this windshield wiper motion. I just want to push the powder into my skin and then sweep off any excess. So I'm going to do the same thing to the other eye. I'm going to take my foundation brush and just kind of press the concealer back in and make sure there's no creases, because we don't want to set the creases. And then go in with the brush with my loose setting powder and just press it into the skin, and then do a windshield wiper motion and get rid of the excess. After I've applied my loose setting powder, I like to go in with a powder that is my skin tone. I prefer the Sephora Micro Smooth powder, and I am in the shade Tan, and I'm just going to buff that into my skin. So I forgot to mention a more affordable option for a loose setting powder. I have the Maybelline Fit Me powder, which I love, and you actually get a ton of product in here, and I believe it's only $6. I use the shade Medium Deep. I know they have a deep, which I have as well, and I know they have a translucent, if not yellow powder, but this powder works amazing. So if you do not want to break the bank with the Too Faced powder, you could definitely purchase this one and it would work just fine. I went ahead and finished my face. I just added a little bit of blush and bronzer and some lip gloss, but that is it, you guys. This is my foundation routine. This is what has been working for me for the past few weeks, and I'm totally in love with it. I feel like it looks really good. If you liked this video, or if you felt like any of these tips were helpful to you, let me know. If you try it out and you like it, let me know as well. I would really love that. If you have any tips for me that you think that I could benefit from, by all means, leave it down in the comments. And yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.